Implications of using the concept anchoring routine with English language learners. Since 1995, limited English proficient student enrollment has increased 34%, resulting in over 640,000 second language students in Texas schools. Clearly, English language learners represent the fastest growing population in our schools. English language learners, or ELLs, are defined as students who speak native languages other than English and who have not yet developed grade-level English academic proficiency. More and more teachers are now finding ELLs in their classrooms as they are searching for instructional strategies to support this population. The purpose of this presentation is to discuss the implications of using the concept anchoring routine as an instructional accommodation for ELLs based on second language principles, access to comprehensible input, and active involvement in social interaction. First, I will discuss the second language learning principles, then ELL accommodations. I will give an overview of the concept anchoring routine, and then tie it all together by sharing my conclusions on why the concept anchoring routine may be beneficial for ELLs. Knowledge of second language learning principles can help teachers select appropriate instructional tools for their ELLs. The first language principle I'm going to talk about is access to comprehensible input. This principle is based on Krashen's input hypothesis, which suggests that input or instruction should be understood by the learner. ELLs need instruction they can digest or understand, but that also slightly challenges them and pushes them beyond their current knowledge of academic content. The second principle is active involvement in social interaction. This is based on Vygotsky's influential theory, which suggests that learning originates in social interaction. Being involved in academic conversations gives ELLs opportunities to practice using their second language, especially when they interact with native English speakers. It is also important to distinguish between BICS and CALP. Basic interpersonal communication skills, or BICS, are also known as social language. BICS are usually acquired through everyday conversations within society. CALP, or Cognitive Academic Language Proficiency, deals more with academic vocabulary and language. This is usually acquired through reading, writing, and talking about academic concepts. Because ELLs are exposed to conversational language in various situations every day, it is expected that conversational fluency may be acquired before the more challenging academic language fluency. Enhancing or accommodating the general education curriculum is one way to make academic content accessible and comprehensible to ELLs. An accommodation to curriculum does not change the content or the concept difficulty, but instead it changes the input and/or output method used by the teacher or student related to the intended instructional outcome. Two strategies that can help make academic content accessible to ELLs are advanced organizers and academic language scaffolding. The comprehensible input principle is applied when using advanced organizers. Advanced organizers provide visual scaffolding or visual support as they guide a learner through a process, and also gives a format for ELLs to record and compare concepts. It is recommended that teachers directly teach the organizer and also provide multiple opportunities for guided practice. Academic language scaffolding is another instructional accommodation for ELLs. Academic language scaffolding supports comprehensible input by applying the social interaction principle. Teachers can implement academic language scaffolding by modeling the use of academic vocabulary in his or her instruction, while also incorporating visuals and gestures. Teachers should also engage ELLs in academic conversations and design active learning activities that allow ELLs to practice using the academic vocabulary themselves. Content enhancement strategies are based on over 11 years of research conducted by the University of Kansas. Many instructional routines were developed and validated to help students with disabilities be successful with challenging content. One of the understanding routines used to teach students about major concept is the concept anchoring routine. This routine uses analogies to relate or anchor new information to known information. Tying concepts to already understood concepts triggers prior knowledge and experiences and helps students build a frame of reference. There are three main components of the concept anchoring routine. Linking steps guide the teacher while presenting the routine. The anchoring table provides a visual device for teachers and students to co-construct and record information. Cue, do, review consists of instructional phases that prompt student participation. Linking steps are suggested procedures teachers can use when presenting the content and concepts that are being compared. The acronym ANCHORS is used to help remember the linking steps and cue when to record information on the anchoring table. A. Announce the new concept. N. Name the known concept. C. Collect known information. H. Highlight characteristics of the known concept. O. Observe characteristics of the new concept. R. Reveal characteristics shared by both concepts. And S. State an understanding of the new concept. Here is an example of an anchoring table. The graphic organizer designed to provide a place to record information co-constructed by the teacher and students as they work through the concept anchoring routine. I found two studies researching the content anchoring routine. The first study found that secondary content area teachers can successfully learn to prepare and present the concept anchoring routine after a 4-hour workshop. Results of the second study show that secondary students answered more questions correctly when the content was introduced using the concept anchoring routine when compared to traditional teaching methods. In conclusion, I have found that the content anchoring routine does in fact encompass principles of second language learning based on the theories of comprehensible input and social interaction. The use of analogies activate and build on prior knowledge, making new concepts understandable for ELLs. The use of visual support with the anchoring table also help provide comprehensible input. The use of academic language scaffolding when the teacher models academic language when presenting the concept anchoring routine, and also the discussion between teachers and students while they co-construct the information when comparing and contrasting the concepts shows evidence of the social interaction principle. Initially, the content enhancement routines, including the concept anchoring routine, were developed for special education students with learning disabilities. Consequently, I did not find any studies researching the use of the concept anchoring routine with ELLs. However, it is my opinion that based on the incorporation of second language learning principles, the concept anchoring routine could prove beneficial for ELLs. Due to the rise in population of ELLs enrolled in our schools, there is a need for further research of the concept anchoring routine.